got Ruger, I quickly learned that he was a little different than any dog I'd ever had. He is very much a working line dog, so he has a lot of energy, he needs a lot of exercise, and mostly mental stimulation more than anything. I could run that dog for 6 miles and he'll look at me and say, "What's next?" So mentally is really the only way I can make him happy.
In ABA therapy, we all know that building a rapport is such a large part of building that relationship and that bond, just had you had earlier spoken about. How do you suggest that new owners can go about building that relationship and that bond with their dog prior to putting those demands or those skills into place?
So one of the first things I usually tell people to do when they have a new puppy is I always feed my dogs from my hand from the very beginning. So they basically kind of learn that I'm their source of everything that they need. I'm their source for food, I'm their source for water, to go to the bathroom, to have fun. And really quickly they start to look to you for, I'm a little nervous about something. What is mom's reaction to this? And as long as you're calm, they're calm, and it really builds that connection pretty quickly. So that's the easiest way.
So building that connection is key in the beginning. I noticed that you had said that you are the source of reinforcement, essentially. So you're pairing yourselves with all of those things that are fun, safe, interesting. So in the world of ABA, obviously different reinforcers have different potency, and depending on the individual, certain reinforcers work better for some than others. For a new dog owner, how would you identify what those reinforcers really look like?
So I obviously have Ruger where he's more ball driven, so toys are his biggest motivator. And quickly you learn that because I'd have food in my hand and he'd sort of walk away from me like, okay, I don't really care about that. But if I had a toy and if I was moving it or like kind of excited about it, that dog was glued to me. So I really quickly learned that's what motivates him. And then I have my female who she'd eat your hand off for food. And you can throw a toy and if you have food in your hand, she'll ignore the toy and all she wants is the food. So they really show you what they're interested in, and it's really up to you to just sort of pay attention and see those cues of like, well, they're gonna ignore a toy, but they never leave their food. And that'll show you what motivates them.